So what's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So, um, you see the title of the broadcast, but the thing of this is Myron Gaines, he has been going to a lot of college campuses. That's also his thing as well. And so he's been doing these debates and stuff like that, at least for the past year now, I think. So we're going to dive off into this and we're going to see what's going on with this particular situation right here. So he's obviously battling a dude that's a extreme male feminist. So let's check this out. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
I am just like coming across you right now, so I don't really know a lot about you. Is this partially joking around, or are you serious about all the claims that you've made?
Which one in particular?
Like you said earlier that like women are stupid.
Yes, they are.
You're serious about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have women in your life?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I do too. No, like I have a mom. I have a beautiful mother, right? And she's extremely intelligent. She's smarter than I am. I grew up in a large family, and I had two sisters, and both of them are extremely intelligent, smarter than I am, right? I have a younger sister who is studying like biochem at University of Tampa and doing extremely well with that. So how can you make this broad generalizing statement that women are stupid? Like, are you not trying, like, help me to understand?
Yeah. So like when I say that, what I'm talking about is like feminism was a lie.
Yeah.
And a lot of women are stupid for buying into it because it creates a lot of problems.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you agree? Like, for example, I'll just give an example of a lie that men have bought into, right?
Sure.
Like, I think pornography is a lie that men have bought into, right?
I agree. I think pornography is very bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. And
Definitely that on both sides, the feminism and the porn shit. Yeah, it is what it is, people.
A lot of guys use it, and they use it a tremendous amount. From your logic, I could say that men are stupid, men are retarded.
Hi, I'm Paul Barron.
It just is what it is here. Hold on.
Absolutely. I would argue that most dudes are retarded, but here's the difference.
Yeah.
Men get told that they're stupid, women don't. As a matter of fact, the fact that you're even up here talking to me right now and you're so triggered by it proves my point that women never get told that they're stupid.
Yeah.
Because you felt the need to come up and defend it because that's how rare it is to hear from a guy saying, yeah, women are retards.
No. I do think I do feel like a desire to defend that. And I don't know.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you is that because you said, oh, well, men are stupid too, right? And I was like, yes. But the difference is no one gives a shit if I say men are retarded. People only care when I say women are retarded.
Yeah.
So much so that you came up to defend them.
No, I don't know.
And not just you, many other people too, of course.
You and I have extremely different experiences. I've had experiences with women, my friends, my sisters, my mom, where we're able to have conversations. And I'd like to believe that I can point out some of the bullshit that they're on, and they can point out a lot of the bullshit that I'm on, right?
Some and a lot. Oh my goodness. Some bullshit that they be on, and they point out a lot of the bullshit that you be on. Come on now, dude. Okay. Lord have mercy.
I mean, men and women, we're different, and that means we have to talk to each other in different ways to some degree, right?
Yeah, men are superior.
No, dude. I mean, I think we're equal.
They're not? We're equal?
I think we're equal in worth and value, right? I'm not saying that we're the same in every single way, but the worth and value that a man has is exactly the same as the worth and the value that a woman has.
Now, when it comes to like a human dignity standpoint, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
What other
but when it comes to adding value to society, it's us 1000%.
Well, it depends. Like, what do you mean by value? Because if it wasn't for women, I mean, human beings wouldn't exist.
Well, they need a man to do that too. But
yeah.
So
no, 100%.
And that's another common misconception that we pedestalize women way too much.
I disagree.
Like the reality is that outside of sex and having children, like women are effectively useless for society. Let's be very honest here.
No,
right?
That's evil, man.
No, I'm being honest here because.
What do you say? That's evil, man. That's evil. Listen, look, you know what I'm saying? There are certain ways in society that women are very useful. They're very pleasant to be around. When you're not hanging around with hyena bitches, I'll put it that way. And we know that there's a difference. Smart, intelligent men and women, we know that there's a difference in the type of people with the type of mindsets. And yeah, I definitely, don't agree with women are just completely useless in society. That's impossible. Else, they've been very helpful throughout the centuries. Pretty much. Let's just be honest with you. So women are not just completely useless in society. Okay.
Okay, let's look around here. The cameras, the lights, you know, all these different structures that are built. Men built all of that. Women don't build anything. They just move in.
I don't.
And this is like considered like a very taboo thing to kind of understand that men are superior to women in almost every way. And we have to be, because men have to add value to society. Women don't.
Look, you and I must have different experiences, because I have professors at this school who have made a tremendous impact on me. I've had teachers who have taught me so much. I have sisters in my church.
Yeah, that's a part of the problem. Women control academia, and that's why it's getting cucked.
Okay, bud. I mean, I don't know. I've just had a lot of great people in my life who have played a tremendous amount of influence. And some of that's my mom, and my mom did a great job.
I'm not saying all women are retards. There's
I mean, he keeps screaming about his dude. Where's your dad? You know, I grew up with all the men in my family, uncles, dad, grandfather. He was in World War II. My other grandfather was a very decent gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Did a little farming, other type of things like that. You know what I'm saying? Made a beautiful life. Where the men at? I get so tired of these young men out here always referencing their mother and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I love my mother too. You know what I'm saying? All the women in my family. But at the same time though, too, we as young men, and this is how I know a lot of these young men have also father issues and stuff like that, because you can't never say one thing that your dad instilled in you or taught you or took you and had good conversations with you, you know what I'm saying, as a man to man. You were, you know, at certain points it's man to, you know, a son, and then at certain points in life it becomes man to man. And I get so tired of these young men out here always talking about mama all the damn time. Listen, look, man, where's your dad, bro? Can't you haven't sat down and had a cup of coffee with your father or nothing? Like, you know, and I don't care what nobody say. I'm not trying to put down the impact that a mother can have on her children, but Jesus Christ, man, we do this all the time in society. None of these young men ever mention what their father told them, taught them, did anything. It's like, you know, it's like men don't exist in these young men's lives at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So where's these women getting the sperm from to make these people? Like, this makes no sense to me. And I get so tired of it, definitely because of what I come from. And I come from a household with men in it. And these men were decent people. Not to say, you know, people didn't have their own issues and stuff like that. You're human. But I'm saying, though, for the most part, man, the men in my family were upstanding men, good, decent individuals. And I don't, you know, and I'm not finna just negate them because we live in a world where, you know what I'm saying, we just supposed to celebrate women all the damn time. This is ridiculous to me.
Some brilliant women out there, but for the most part, most of them are retards. Just like with men, most of them are retards.
Most of us are retards. Okay.
Yeah.
So look, if I'll agree with women are stupid only if we all agree that human beings in general are stupid.
Of course, but the difference is that with women, we don't call out their stupidity because we're always trying to fuck them, so we don't tell them what it really is.
Okay.
Every single one of you guys in here knows a dumb bitch that you're like, damn, this chick is annoying, but I'm trying to get laid.
I know a lot of dumb.
Why they laughing? Look at his face. Hold on. Look at his face. Look at his face. Do you see his face? They started laughing. He looked over. Hey, listen, look, we know it's the truth out here. Fellas, you know it's the truth. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just like these women too know they be sleeping with trash ass men, but they like the experience. They like the chaos. They like that shit. Man, stop it. Stop it.
Let's be honest, bro. Every single one of you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know a lot of.
Come on, man.
And then they started clapping. Oh,
you're like, how the fuck did this bitch get in here?
I know a lot of dumb
guys.
What
the hell?
Too. Oh yeah, I mean, look, you and I strongly disagree on that. And also,
bro has his girl in this fucking stance right now. That's why I say all this.
Yeah.
Defend you, my lady.
Yeah. And my second question was about the 6 million statement. Do you truly believe that it wasn't 6 million Jews who died in the Holocaust, or are you joking around?
Wait, you think 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust?
I think so, yes. I mean,
fuck no, bro.
I mean, you guys can laugh at me, but I mean, that's true. That's a fact. That's history, man.
No, bro.
6 million people died.
Dude. So here's the thing. Let me just kind of go through this like it's in a simple fashion. Do you believe that Israel committed a genocide?
I'm honestly not super informed about it. I'm aware
That's fine.
I'm aware that the UN says that they have, right?
Fair.
Yeah.
Every genocide expert, every scholar pretty much has come out and said that what Israel did in Gaza is textbook definition of genocide, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got Benjamin Netanyahu, all the Israeli, government officials, all their Hezbollah agents on social media saying it's not a genocide. They're denying a genocide. Meanwhile, we saw what they did in literally 4K, blowing up buildings, killing kids, destroying 90% of the structure, etc. Right? And they deny it being a genocide. So if they have the capacity to lie to us with 4K evidence, what doesn't lead us to believe? Why would they not lie about a historical event that they've been able to draw their victimhood from almost 100 years ago, where there's very little documentation on it? If they would lie about a genocide in 4K, what tells you they wouldn't lie about the numbers from the 1940s, right? Or the 1930s? So my thing is, look, I'm not saying the Holocaust didn't happen. I'm not one of those guys. But what I am saying is I think the facts surrounding it and the numbers are a bit inflated to push out a certain narrative that allows them to draw victimhood from. And then on top of that, keep in mind, there's an entire economic structure built around the Holocaust, whether it's the museums, it's the Hollywood, it's the textbooks, etc. So the memoirs. So there's just a lot of inconsistencies with the official narrative. Look, World War II was a terrible time. Millions of people died. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
But I definitely have questions about the official narrative that we got told about the Holocaust, with that particular number of 6 million Jews being killed. Many people died during that time, but we only tend to pay attention to that. And they always use that as their excuse when they make their arguments. Oh, the Holocaust, oh, never again, as they're bombing and killing kids all across the Middle East.
Wow. So I didn't know that this was finna go off into Israel and Gaza and stuff. I didn't watch it that far in. Okay. Well, this far in. Okay. So, but on that talking point, I haven't just really dove too deep off in the information about Israel and Gaza. I kind of know what happened, but you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. My main point about this situation was he was talking about the facts about how women were moving on this planet and the worship of women that we've been doing. That's where I'm coming from with this, from the beginning of the video that I'm presenting to you guys. So, yeah. That's where it's at, though. And I think that we've been doing way too much worshiping of women and things like that. And it's backfiring on us as men. And this is where we at now. Relationships are crazy out here. And also, too, we have, young men like this right here that are sitting here thinking that, women are damn near gods and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, my mom's way more smarter than me. Well, obviously you're not reading enough books, son. Obviously you're not putting in enough work or doing something that you're not doing. And like I also previously said, it's a damn shame that these young men sit out here. They never mention their fathers teaching them any damn thing. I'm so glad that I've had a father. Our fathers, basically, because I had both grandfathers, my father, and uncles as well. I'm so glad that I grew up with men in my home. To you guys out there, would not, if you didn't grow up with men in your home, you would not understand where I'm coming from. It has been such a tremendous blessing and such a relief on my manhood that, you will have no clue what that really means. And I feel so sorry for the men out there that didn't grow up in households with men and stuff like that. My heart does go out to you, because it's a tragic situation that you didn't grow up in a house with men that actually loved you and also loved the women in the household and stuff like that, and taught you how to love women so you can see things and stuff like that. And the women actually showed you how, as a man, you're supposed to be loved. Man, this is crazy out here. But, with the beginning of this segment, Myron told a lot of truths. I disagree with a few things that Myron had to say. This young man, he tried to bring up a few good points, but at the same time, though, too, he crashed out. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.